Hello everyone and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Colin and today we're going to do Mission 3 of Terminator Rise of the Resistance. I am super excited for this. I've heard from multitudes of people that the third mission is where this game gets really fun. In Mission 2 I played on standard mode. I'm also going to bump up the difficulty a little bit. I'll show you what I'm going to change to make the game a little bit more of a challenge as well. And we'll see how that goes with also doing the third mission. Also, you're going to see a new basic enemy type, so I'll show you that as well. At this point, I'm going to assume you know how to play this game, so I'm not going to go through all the basic rules. We're just going to jump in. If you'd like to see those basic rules, feel free to watch the first video that shows the first mission, and then from there, you can jump to this one if you don't want to watch Mission 2. We have 3 ways we can make the game slightly more challenging. Our first one is rank 1, which states that each character gets a maximum of 1 rank token. I'm actually not going to do that one, because if I had known that, I would have used other people's rank tokens, and I feel like the rank tokens with rerolls isn't really making the game harder, it's giving you a little bit more control, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to skip the rank 1, but I'm going to do the other 2. We have aggressive reinforcements, so after placing starting enemies, you're going to be rolling 1 extra die for each reinforcement roll. So normally you've been seeing me rolling 2, we're now going to roll 3 dice. Also, the first time that you flip an enemy entrance, replace it with the Skynet Black entrance. That Skynet Black actually has 3 pip symbols on it, so you can see here, yeah, ugh. But we're going to use that instead of flipping the other side of the spawn point. And then finally, termination here, you're down when you place a wound token on your last empty wound slot. So instead of having 4 wounds, essentially, we have 3. Mission 3, Liberation. We fell into our seats in the back of the battered 6x6 truck as it sped away from the hell maze of tunnels and machines. I took a long drink of water, the tepid liquid washing away the taste of burned metal and flesh clogging my mouth. I handed Kyle my water skin, made sure he drank up. I never let my people make do with anything less than what I had. We'd all shared the hardships of the war against the machines equally, and soon I hoped we would all share the ultimate reward that the decades of fighting and slaughter had brought us. If the Colorado team and we could pull off our respective missions, that reward would finally become reality. My radio crackled with an incoming transmission, and I raised it to my ear. A scout had reported locating a small processing camp near our position. I knew these places, knew them well. The machines took captured humans there and processed them for work reassignment. The majority that entered never came back out. I banged on the window to the front of the compartment. When the driver slid it open, I said, "Head to those coordinates," and gave him the directions to the camp. "We're finally heading to our mystery base of ours?" Alex shouted over the rumbling engine. "Not yet," I replied. "Gotta pick up some friends first." An hour later, the 4 of us lay on our stomachs behind a sand dune that hid us from the machines patrolling the perimeter of the base, a quarter click away. The scout's report was accurate. It was a processing compound. A line of humans marched slowly forward while glaring endos armed with plasma rifles stood guard over them. "Diverting from our primary mission is tactically dangerous," the Guardian says. "This is not a mission priority." "Yeah, well, they're a priority to me," I replied while scanning the fence with my binocs. For a brief moment, I flashed back to a much younger me, having a similar conversation with a similar T-800. Back then, the mission had been for 1 person, but it had impressed on me the importance of saving as many lives as possible. And here, now, every single person who is still breathing was vitally important to the Resistance. "What do you think, John?" Kyle asked. "We're going to stage a good old prison breakout? That's what I think," I replied. "Here's what we're going to do." Here we have our 3 objectives. Objective 1 and 2 we can do in any order. We have to do Objective 3 at the end. So Objective 1 is to open all cells, waypoints B, C, D, and E. All allies must escape by reaching waypoint Foxtrot. 3, all characters must be in waypoint Foxtrot's zone. Our campaign reward is that all characters will keep their weapons and equipment and gain a new class card. We have here, just like I was stating, we have 4 random waypoints, and then Foxtrot and Alpha are the ones that were specifically out on the board. We are now using equipment deck levels 1 and 2, weapon 1 and 2. We'll have reference cards for supply crates, terminals, blast doors, resistance soldiers, which that will be new when we see those. I'm assuming that's our people that we're rescuing. Over here, you can see our enemy pool. We do have one new enemy type. You'll see him here. We do have prisoner doors here, and those are the red blocking doors. What we have to do, we have to actually interact with a terminal using a 6. Doing so opens up that set of doors that match the terminal as shown in the diagram below. The entrance at 3 applies to a waypoint alpha's text, which I'm assuming we'll understand that when we get there. Just so you can see what it looks like, when we interact with this terminal, we're unlocking these 2 doors, and when we're interacting with this terminal, we're unlocking these 3 doors. As you open the cells, you will encounter allies. Each time a waypoint instructs you to add an ally to the map, places a matching reference card beside the player. Also, for escaping, each ally that rescues or that reaches a waypoint foxtrot is assumed to have been has escaped the prison and is removed from the map. Allies that escape this way cannot return later. Characters do not escape, though they must all occupy the foxtrot waypoint area after the allies escape to complete the mission. Finally, prisoners and resistance soldiers are treated as characters by the machines. If they are the nearest target, they will be fired upon. If a prisoner suffers a wound, then they're down. If a resistance soldier suffers a second wound, then they're also down. But since the way we're playing, I believe even if the resistance soldier suffers 1 wound, they're down. Why that's important is usually they're actually removed from the map, but they're down because we have to save them all. So we have to go and rescue them and then get them to Foxtrot. Finally, we're rolling 2 dice, but we're going to actually be rolling 3 because we're playing on the hard mode, and any that we roll that do not spawn have no effect. I've placed the Guardian and John in the front and Kyle and Alex in the back. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to run ourselves over to this terminal first and break it open. So we unlock this door, and that door. Then we're going to have to come back, go to that terminal, unlock the 2 doors there, and then try and help all these allies escape. All the while, we're going to have enemies spawning from here, rushing in to stop us. I think, though, that means we should know who we're going to start with. We're going to start with John, like we always do. I almost forgot to grab our starting cards due to our demolition and tech specialist abilities. So Alex, who is our tech specialist, will go ahead and grab the flare from last mission. That can help people move. That's why I want that. And then we're going to grab a regular grenade for Kyle, because I do think we're going to want to destroy enemies this time instead of just stunning them, because we're going to have to be running back and forth through the same area. We can't just leave them alone like we did in the last mission. Now we'll have John go. So he'll roll 3 4s and a 3. Remember that we have our radio operator ability, which allows us to move 1 additional movement point for each dice that we use. So I'm going to use both of these for a total of 5 and 5, so 10 movement. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ourselves in cover, and we're getting ourselves closer to where that terminal is. We're then going to use this 4 here to use our radio operator ability and allow another character anywhere on the map to immediately move using that die's value. So we're going to do that for Alex. Alex had a hard time moving last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just get him closer, get him moving in the right direction. Finally, we're going to take this 3 die and we're just going to place that on our board. If anyone is in the same zone that we're in, they can use that die. We'll now go ahead and roll for spawning, and 3 dice seems terrible. 4, 5, and 1, so just the 4 and the 5 will spawn. Both of them are T800s. We'll go ahead and move them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, so he can shoot John. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So they're both going to attack John. John is in a little bit of cover, but it's not great. Here's our first attack. We'll roll up. Oh, 2 damage. Okay. First thing we're going to do is lose the cover that we're on. Okay, so this is destroyed. And then the second thing is we're going to use our rank token that we have for our ability. We didn't even use this last time. Once per round, a character in your zone ignores 1 wound, but we have to flip this over. We'll get that back at the beginning of the next round. But that means we're open for this full attack. We've got nothing to stop this second attack, and 2 damage. Yeah, I see. We're going to feel this, you guys. Let's go ahead and have Alex activate next, since he's the closest. I was hoping for some higher dice, but that'll work. Couple 4s and a couple 3s. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask John if we can use his 3, and we're going to use that for movement. So we're going to move 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. Then we'll use our 3 to move ourselves up to 3 spaces, and I think that's just going to get us into cover as well. Okay. Then we're going to try and wail on these guys. We got our plasma rifle. I'm going to use a 4. So we don't get any special ability for that. We're rolling 3 dice. We had to be within range 8. We're definitely within range 8. We'll attack this guy first. Looking for 3 successes here if we can. 1, 2. Nope, that's not. The skull symbol also means he's going to take 1 step forward. I think there's no time like the present. We're going to use our rank token to reroll that, huh? So we'll use that. Let's give him a roll. Come on, we need 3 successes. Let's see. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Even if he moves forward, he's still dead. Let's go ahead and use our other 4 to attack as well. Doing the same thing, attacking the other guy who's on the cover space. But remember, they don't get the cover ability or benefit. Oh, man. Only 2 damage, and he'll take 1 step forward. He'll move up 1 space to here. We'll spawn some enemies, and we get a 3, 6, and a 2. That actually means just the 6 is going to spawn. That's not terrible. We're going to be spawning a new enemy, the T-72. So this guy's got 3 defense. He only moves 4. He only attacks with 2 dice. His range is 12. And he has a deploy ability. If this enemy can attack without moving, it makes 2 attacks. We're looking where this T-72 platform is. He is definitely within 12 of both of our characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're tied. Because of that, I get to decide. Thank goodness. I'm going to have them attack Alex twice. At least they're only rolling 2 dice. First attack, total miss. Second attack, 1 damage, which will just take out the cover. Great. So that doesn't even hurt Alex. But I do think that means I need to get somebody over to John to heal him a little bit, I think. I think it's time for our Guardian. We need to get our Guardian over by John and guard him. Let's see. Okay, 2 6s. That's awesome. A 2 and a 1. Let's go ahead and start our movement with a 6 plus 1 because of our skirmisher ability, so we get to move 7. We're going to try and go and cover John. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll then use our 1 die here to move 2 spaces. We're going to go 1, 2 to come right to here. We are now within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 range of this T-72. I don't know if you remember from last time, we found an enhanced scope. So normally our range is only 4 with our plasma shotgun. We just added 2 to it. So we're going to have a range of 6. That's enough for us to be able to attack that T-72. Now this gun rolls 4 dice. We're going to use a 6. We can ignore the skull symbol, but here's the thing. They don't have a skull ability, so that doesn't really matter. Rolling 4 dice, need 3 successes. And that's absolutely terrible. We failed. I'm not going to let that roll. We're going to use one of our rank tokens. Man, I'm using my rank tokens like nobody's business. But remember, Guardian still has 1 rank token. Alex used his only 1 because he used 1 last game. But John and the Guardian each had 2 at the beginning of this game. Okay, come on. I need 3 successes. 3. There we go. That guy is gone. See ya. I have an extra die, but I can't do anything with it. So I'm going to end my turn. Let's roll for reinforcements. Unfortunately, our Guardian is not in cover, so it's going to be interesting. A 5, 2, and a 3. Okay, only the 5 is going to spawn. That drone's just going to move right up. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here and attack the Guardian. Drones only roll 2 dice and 2 damage. Holy moly. Well, our guys are getting hammered here. We're trying to go in here, save some prisoners, and these endos are ready for us. Let's see what Kyle gets. 2 6s, a 5, and a 4. We're going to start off with using a 6 for movement. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to come into here. Then we're going to attack with our sniper rifle because we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're both farther than 5 away, but less than 12. With our sniper, we'll use a 5. So each of our fist wounds or fist rolls also are considered as hits. Plus our ability is also if we roll any fists, they're hits. So yeah, we can blow them out of the water if we roll any fists here. Let's attack the T-800 first, and we get more than enough hits. Technically, that T-800 could take a step forward, but he won't get adjacent to anyone to do damage, so he's gone. Now let's go ahead and see if we can take out the HK-8 drone, which should be pretty easy. We just need 2 successes. We'll roll. So he dodges 1, but that's considered 2 hits. Oh, I should have said I'm using my 6 for that because that would allow me to use the fist. I was planning on doing that, so I didn't tell you that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1 is 3. That's still enough to take him out. I don't think we need everyone to move into here. I think I'm just going to have the Guardian and John move into here in case something happens. We can always come in and support. I think instead I'm going to have Alex and Kyle stay out here to try and keep the enemy spawns to a minimum. So I'm going to use the 4 that I have here for 4 movement. I'm going to go 1, 2, and I think I'm just going to stand right next to Alex. That way, between Alex and Kyle, we can decide who wants to take damage. Oh, but our Guardian has 2 damage, and he could get hit. Oh, man. You know what? We're going to have to take the chance for him. We have to watch that Guardian. So we're going to go 4 to here. That way, if enemies spawn, they can attack Kyle or the Guardian. Hopefully, then they can go for the Guardian. I mean, not the Guardian, because he might die. We'll go ahead and roll for spawning. We've got a 3, 6, and a 3. Wow, only a 6. They must not yet fully understand what we're doing here, and they're just sending out the small reinforcements. So I should have mentioned they're each 5 away. So because of that, I can have them go towards Kyle. Rolling 2 dice, looking for 2 misses here. Okay, 1 hit. Kyle can take that. Well, that was a pretty intense round already. We've got 2 guys on the verge of being downed, both the Guardian and John. So I think both of them are going to have to take an action next round to heal. Kyle has 1 damage. Alex is the only one that is undamaged so far. At least we only have 1 enemy out, just this drone. But I think the next round we'll be able to get John or the Guardian in here, figure out what this A token does, hopefully maybe even interact with the computer and free some of our prisoners. Well, my plan has one flaw in it, and that's the fact that both the Guardian and John are not great at interacting. They don't have any abilities. Kyle and Alex both do. So I think I'm actually going to start with Kyle again. We're doing 2 turns in a row for Kyle. Let's see what he gets. Okay, he didn't get a 6, but he's got a 5. He can also convert any because he's got that laptop computer. He can turn anything to a 6 when he gets to that terminal. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this 1 right here to do a rest action. We have to keep our wounds clear when we only can take 3 in total. Second thing we're going to do, we're going to use our plasma assault rifle. We've got our own enemy right in front of us. Let's go ahead and use a 3 for this. So we'll use a 3. We're rolling 3 dice. He's within a range 2 of us. Just need 2 successes, and that's 100% of a fail. Okay, I think we're going to just leave him there. He'll attack the Guardian, which is a little bit nerve-wracking, but it is what it is. We're still going to run. We're going to spend our die of 5 here to go ahead and run, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. The moment we move into here, we have to read Alpha. My knowledge of these kinds of facilities gave us a leg up. One thing I knew about the machines was when they found a system they liked, they didn't change it much. I was able to lead our squad through the compound like I'd been here yesterday. Using the Guardian as our driver, we scrapped the sentries at the perimeter gate, then drove straight for the holding cell area. Alex cracked the main sector, and we opened it to reveal a double row of cells, each holding several thin, hungry, and scared prisoners, all of whom looked at us with expressions ranging from fear to hope to even anger. We found the main door controls and began popping every cell door open. Waving them all out, I made the same offer I gave everyone we freed from the machines. Come with me if you want to live. When the terminal besides waypoint Alpha is activated, remove the doors labeled 1 and add enemy entrances Bravos at 3 where indicated in the diagram to the left. So we'll unlock those 3 doors, and then we'll be placing out a new spawn point here. But we have to remember that does not happen until we activate this terminal. So I've got 2 more movement. I'm going to move here. We need a 6 to break into that terminal, so I'm going to use my 4 die with my laptop computer to change it to a 6. But now I have to roll it. If I roll a 1, I have to discard the computer. Oh, it's a 2. Okay, we're good. We get to keep the computer, but that means we have hacked the network and will unlock those doors and place the spawning point. Now, I believe because we're simply adding a spawn point, we don't do the Skynet. That's when we flip one. So I just placed the 2 Bravo there. So now if we roll a 2, 4, 5, or 6, we're going to be spawning. That was our final die. Man, I'm really worried about the Guardian, but I guess there's nothing else I can do. Let's roll for spawning. We'll roll our 3 dice. We've got a 3, a 4, and a 2, so that just gives us 2 enemies. We spawned a drone here and a T-800 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's as far as he's going to move. This guy's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and now he's within range. This guy's also going to move 1 here. So the Guardian's going to get attacked twice. He's likely to get downed, you guys. I almost forgot John Connor's in the same location, and we can use his block 1 wound if need be. Okay, so that's good. Let's roll for the first attack. That's 1 damage, but we do get our special ability that states when defending, ignore one of these symbol results. That's right, the Guardian's a good defender. Okay, so that was the first attack. Here's the second attack. And 1 damage. Yes! Oh, man, that is awesome. Okay, I was so excited about that. I just want to make sure you understand what happened with that second roll. I rolled a fist again, and my fist, it says, when defending, ignore one of the skull symbols. So that's why I took no damage. Wow. All right, well, our Guardian is going to go next because he's pissed. There we go. 6, 5, 3, and 1. We're going to go ahead and start with this 1. Use it as a rest action to get rid of 1 damage on us. So we only have 1 damage now instead of 2. We're then going to use our plasma shotgun here, using our 6, so we can ignore one of the skull symbols. Let's see if we can take one of them out. 1, 2, 3. That's okay. We ignore one of these. They still get 1 dodge, but that's still 2 damage, so that will take out one of these drones. And because we rolled that fist, we can use our skirmisher ability. After attacking, move two hexes. You cannot use this if you're down. We're not down yet, so we can move 2 spaces. Actually, absolutely perfect. We're going to go 1, 2, and now we're within the zone of this waypoint token, so let's go ahead and flip it. We have Bravo. The former prisoners were more than eager to get out of here. Kyle and Alex formed checkpoints to keep them moving in the right direction, while the Guardian and I stood guard. It's you. It's really you, a hoarse voice said. I turned to see a skinny girl, somewhere in her teens, holding a rare piece of equipment out to me. Here, I hid it from the machines. I was going to use it before you saved us. Use it to destroy them. I took the device and nodded gratefully. I will, thank you. Now follow the others. We'll take you to freedom. Draw equipment until you find a level 2 equipment card. Keep it and shuffle the other cards back in the deck. Then replace this waypoint token with a prisoner. Use the resistant soldier miniature and the red rescued prisoner reference card. Then each player, including the player who revealed this waypoint, immediately rolls 1 die for reinforcements and places those enemies at their entrances, and they activate normally. This actually works pretty great because our Guardian has a spot for equipment. So let's see, we get a level 2. Okay, that's a level 1. This is a level 2. We've got night vision goggles. When attacking an enemy further than 4 hexes away, discard this card to to change 1 skull result to a hit and ignore all other skull. Whoa! That's a cool ability. Now that'd be totally useless for him with his weapon normally because his range was only 4. But now with that range extender, that actually will be awesome for him. He can hit them at a range of 5 or 6, and then he can change those into successes. We now also have a rescued prisoner, so it's the red one. So I'm actually going to put a red ring on this so I remember. And what we can do is we can command this rescued prisoner. We have to be in the same zone. We can put a die here, choose this ally to perform 1 action. The only action they can do is move, which is 4. But if you use a 4, 5, or 6, you can actually have them perform 2 actions. They can move 2 times. Because remember, they have to get all the way to Foxtrot. So we got from this nice young lady those night vision goggles, which is awesome, and now she's in this same zone as the Guardian. But before we do anything else, I now have to spawn 4 times to see if any enemies come out. To make this easy, I'm going to roll 1 die of each color for each character. Here we go. So every one of those is going to... No, the 2 3s will not spawn, but the 5 and the 6 will spawn. So that will spawn 1 white enemy. We've got a white T800 and 1 blue T72. Yep, and that should be it. I feel like it's the best time as any to go ahead and have this rescued prisoner move, and I'm going to use my 5 so we can have her move 8 total movement. Remember, enemies will target her just like they'll target characters, so I need to get her out of here as soon as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Now she's behind us. Hopefully I can get her running. Actually, I might want to keep... No, I'm going to keep her there. Yeah, I'm going to keep her there. She's in a different zone, but hopefully far enough away. Unfortunately, we have a long ways to go to get all the way to F. For our final die, we'll use our 3 here to be able to move 4, thanks to our awesome ability as a skirmisher. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. We'll now roll for spawning. Our safe numbers are 1s and 3s, and we get a 1, but the 2 and the 4 spawn. We can definitely feel the additional spawns because of the harder difficulty. So we've got a T-72 and a drone. So he'll just move 1, 2, 3, 4. No one's within range for him. This drone, here we go. That is within range 2 to attack Alex. Rolling 2 dice against Alex. Nothing. Great. We're going to move to John's turn. We'll roll our dice to see what we get. Wow, that's terrible. I have 2 rank tokens, so we're going to use 1 to re-roll that, because holy moly, 1, 1, 2, 2. We're not going to get anything done with that. Come on. Okay, that's a little better. 6, 5, 5, 2. The first thing we're going to have to do is spend our 2 here and use our med kit. So we're going to discard our med kit to heal to full. So I'll take all of our damage off. We had 2 on us. We now have nothing. I'm then going to go ahead and try and protect this girl who's behind me. I've got my machine gun. I'm going to let it loose. I'm going to attack this T-72 and this drone here because I'm going to use a 6 die, and that allows me to attack 2 different enemies. If you use a 4, 5, or 6, you get that ability. Has to be within range 2 through 8. I want to take out that T-72 the most, so let's roll for that one first. We need a total of 3 damage, and of course, I rolled 1 off the table, or 2, yeah, 3 damage. Oh, nice! That'll work. 1, 2, 3. What's our ability? I don't even remember. Oh, we can ignore this symbol. Not that that matters. 3 damage, though, is enough to take him out. Great. So now we're going to do the drone. The drone, I think we just need 2 successes. Yeah, let's see. Wow, that machine gun is pretty awesome. just took out this drone too. I feel like there's got to be even better equipment, so I'm going to go ahead and use my 5 here to move 5 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, or just move to there. Then I'm going to use my 5 here to interact with that supply crate. I know I'm getting rid of some cover, but I really want some better equipment now that I use my medical kit. We get to draw 2 pieces of equipment. Our first one is EMP rounds. At the start of your turn, discard this card. Any enemies you attack but do not destroy this turn become stunned. Ooh, that's kind of cool. And we've got EMP rounds. Okay, well, we can only keep 1, so I'll keep this one. I'll discard the other. We want to roll 1s and 3s if we can, and we rolled a 1, but a 2 and a 6 will spawn. We spawn 2 drones. This one's just going to go 1, 2, so we can attack John. This one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No one's within range. Oh, I think Alex is within range too. I would definitely say line of sight, success, unfortunately. So both of them are going to attack. One's going to attack John. One's going to attack Alex from the side. We'll do the one attacking John first. We'll roll. That's 1 damage. So John takes 1 hit. And then for our second roll, this is for Alex. Alex right now is undamaged. And that's 2 hits. I was worried about that. Our final character to go is Alex. Let's see what he gets. Yes, a couple 6s, a 5, and a 4. We've got 2 drones that we can attack. We've got 2 6s, so we can re-roll a result. Let's do that for both of them. Rolling 3 dice, we get to re-roll 1 if we want. 1, 2, 3, minus 1 is 2. That's enough. Takes out the yellow one. Then we're going to do the same thing for the blue one. And that is not a success. So let's pick this one up to re-roll this one. Come on. Yes, look at that. 3 successes, minus 1 is 2. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and use this 4 to heal 1 of the damage that's on us. So we're down to only 1 damage. And then I think we're going to have Alex actually move back with his 5 die here. And we're going to have him move 1, 2, 3 right over here so he can help protect this civilian here so she can start running over to Foxtrot. We'll move to spawning. We get a 1 and 2 5s. John is in some serious trouble. This drone will go 1, 2, 3 right here, and this guy can see him right now. So both of these guys are going to shoot him. We do still have his ability to negate 1 wound. Let's see, we'll start with that T800, rolling 3, no damage. Awesome. Okay, then we're going to have the drone attack him, and that's only for 2 dice, and nothing, no damage. Oh. Well, so far, I am loving this mission compared to the other 2. This is super fun. So I think our goal for the next round is Alex to get a 6, hopefully, so he can get this civilian way behind him, moving 8. And then taking out some enemies here, getting someone into cover, maybe the Guardian. Hopefully the Guardian can come here, unlock, rescue another, who knows, prisoner or something, and move into here to start tanking so John can get out of the way, because John's not the best defender in the world. And then we can start having some people start running this way to start going through here to unlock the other 2 cells. I think I'm going to start this round with our Guardian, so we'll go ahead and roll up. Oh man, it's terrible. I think I got to do it. I'm using my final rank token for him to re-roll. I need some higher rolls than a 3. Come on, 4 dice. Let's roll a little higher than that, shall we? Okay, that's much better. 2 5s, a 4, and a 2. We'll start with a movement die of 5, but we're going to add 1 to that, so it will be 6 because of our ability. We're going to go 1, 2, and then we have to reveal this waypoint token. This is waypoint Charlie. We began sweeping and clearing the prison cells. As the emaciated captives shuffled out, the last one in the row, we saw a figure huddled in the corner, knees drawn to their chests, head down. "Hey, we're leaving," Kyle said. "You need to come with us." The man raised his head, ice blue eyes staring out of a dirty, wrinkled face. "No, John Connor, I just need to kill you." He flicked a hand at us, but I was already ducking away. 4 silvery darts blurred past and buried themselves in the opposite wall. "T-1000! Move! Move! Get out of here!" I grabbed Kyle, who was firing at the liquid metal Terminator, oblivious to the smoldering holes in its torso. The killing machine strode toward us, its stub fingers already regenerating. Oh no! We've got a boss! Okay, replace this waypoint token with T-1000. Take the T-1000 stat card, logic card, and stagger card and place them beside the play area. Oh, great. Here we have our T-1000. Look at its defense. Blank. We can't kill it. We cannot kill this guy, and he's a boss. So he's going to activate at the end of each round, or each turn, I should say, and we can't kill him. He only rolls 2 dice, though. Range 6, he moves 5. He's got the Blade ability. After defending against a range 1 attack, the attacking character suffers 1 wound. So if we're attacking him within range 1 and we roll a skull symbol, that's going to happen. Also, he has knockback. After resolving reactions, if you rolled at least 3 hits against this enemy in a single attack, move it 1 hex further away from you if possible. Okay, so you can push him away from you. He also has Stagger here. The enemy cannot be destroyed. Track hits rolled against the enemy on the T1000 Stagger card and apply the matching penalty when this enemy activates. Wounds dealt by grenades and special weapons count as 2. Cool. Logic. Move towards the nearest character. Attempt to get adjacent, then attack them. If they are adjacent, add 1 automatic hit to that roll. And then he has a question mark here. After activating, including if this enemy was stunned, roll 1 die and remove a number of hits from the Stagger card equal to the result. Here we have our T1000 Stagger card. So unlike with our other enemies, when we attack them, we just had to get above his defense. Here he has no defense. So let's say I rolled a total of 3 hits on him. Well, first thing is, each time you attack, you have to ignore one of the results. So then I did 2 hits. So then I'd move the token, which I'll just use like a damage tracker, up to 2. Okay. Now he has -1 move. But let's say I hit him for 3, then he has -2 move. So essentially we can affect him by attacking him, but we're never going to be able to take him off the board. Well, I wasn't completely prepared for that. This is what happens when you play this game the first time on camera. So I think I've got 4 total movement still. I could come and try and attack him, but I still think I'm going to go with my plan, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and end here. I'm going to use my 2 here to do my special ability here of attack up to 2 adjacent enemies, roll 3 attack dice, and apply the results to both. I'm going to attack both of the T800s that are next to me. This is a little risky. Let's see what's going to happen. Yes. 3 straight hits takes both of them out. Now, if I had rolled a skull, they would have attacked me because they would be adjacent to me and would do 1 wound. So that was very risky, but it paid off. I'm then going to use my 5 die here on my plasma shotgun. I get to roll 4 dice for this attack. I'm going to try and attack the HK-8 drone that's right adjacent to me. It's blue. I'm going to roll. Okay, 2 hits, but then he dodges 1. Bummer, that's not going to work. Finally, I'm going to use this 4 to move ourselves into cover. I'll move right to here for a movement of 2, and that will end my turn. Bosses activate after all the enemies activate, so we'll first spawn, and we rolled a 6, 3, and a 1. That actually means only 1 enemy comes out. This endo right here will be able to attack our guardian, and then this T72, 1, 2, 3, 4 will come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll go ahead and have him attack Alex. Let's start with the T800 attacking our guardian, and that's 2 damage, so that's totally going to destroy the cover that he's on. And then we'll do the T72 against Alex. That's just 2 dice, and that one, I got to re-roll it, is a miss. Nice. Well, I most certainly did not think everything through, because this T1000 is going to come right up to our guardian, guaranteed to hit him for 1 damage. He's only rolling 2 dice, though. But he's essentially going to be sitting there attacking our guardian over and over again until we do something. Okay, he totally missed there, but we didn't get our ability to reduce any of the skull symbols, so we still got 1 skull symbol, so our guardian will take 1 damage. He now has 2 damage. I'm going to go ahead and move to John Connor next. Let's roll up. Nice. 2 5s, a 3, and a 6. We're going to go ahead and discard those EMP rounds that we just got, and this means that any enemies we do not kill this round but we attack become stunned, and I believe that can happen to the boss as well. So we will be stunning the T1000. That way next round, or at the end of our turn, he'll just ready, and then if we do any damage to him, he'll try and heal some of it. We're going to use our 6 die on our machine gun so we can attack the blue drone that's by us and the T1000. We'll roll 3 dice with our machine gun attack, and we did a total of 2 damage. He's got 1 skull symbol, but that blade is only when he's being attacked against a range 1, so it doesn't matter, plus we can negate it with our ability. So we did 2 damage, but 1 is negated because of the stagger ability. So we'll simply just push this down to a 1, but the big thing is he's stunned, so I'm going to lay him on his side. Next, we'll go ahead and take on this HK-8 drone, rolling 3 dice. Come on. 1, 2, 3, we can ignore this because of the fist. That will take out the blue drone. Then I think it's time for our plasma assault rifle. So we'll go ahead and use our 5 for this, and we can re-roll one of the results. I'm going for the drone that's right in front of me. Yeah, let's do that. Yep, so that's rolling 3 dice, and we get to re-roll one of them. Let's just pick them up and roll. Oh, 2 hits. We can re-roll one of them. We'll roll this one. Yes! That'll take out that red drone as well. We're then going to try and hit the T-1000 again with our 5 die and our plasma rifle. So that will be rolling 3 dice. And we can re-roll one result because we used a 3, or I mean a 5 or a 6. I could re-roll one of these. I'm not going to. That's a total. We have to remove one of these. 3 total hits. So we'll push this down by 3. 1, 2, 3. So now he has -2 move and -1 attack. He also is going to be knocked back because I got 3 or more successes against him. So I'm going to push him 1 space away from our Guardian. And then for my final action, I'm going to use my 3 here as for my radio operator. And I'm going to have my Guardian move 3 spaces. 1, 2, actually just 2. I'm going to have him move here. But that way, we're starting to get ourselves away from this spawn point. We don't need to do anything else over here. We got to run away, and run away from this T-1000. We'll end our turn by rolling for spawning. And we roll a 1, a 3, and a 5. Wow, 1s and 3s are amazing, so we just have the 5. We spawned a T-800 here, so this guy's going to attack. He could attack either one. We're going to have him attack John. Just because the Guardian, if he gets hit again, he goes down. John has 1 wound, so this is still a little risky. Oh, John is down. I will place John on his side. He just got annihilated by that endo. Our T-1000 will activate. He will then stand up, and then he still gets to do his ability even though he was stunned. We have to remove hits equal to the die roll that we roll here. It's a 5, so he's fully healed. I got him for 4 damage. He just fully healed to 0 because he was down to 4. Now he's back to full. I'm going to go ahead and have Kyle activate here, hoping he can do something to that T-1000 and then start running. Okay, 2 5s, a 2, and a 1. We're going to use a 5 that we have here to run. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. But we're still within range 12 of this T-1000. We've got our sniper. We're past 5 range, so we're going to go ahead and use a 5. So this means each of our fists also results as an additional hit. And don't forget, we have our regular ability for any fist equals an additional hit. Let's hammer on him. We'll go ahead and roll 4 beautiful dice. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total hits. Remember, this counts as 1 because of our special ability and 1 because of the sniper rifle itself. 6 hits. This doesn't do anything because no one's attacking him at range 1. So we have to remove 1 of those hits, so we hit for a total of 5. What a shot, Kyle. I just wish we could have gotten 1 more because we could have stunned him. And you know what? The weapon deals 1 extra wound. That's why it says the special weapons deal an additional damage. I actually think that that means we get +1, and he is going to be knocked down onto his side again. Because we got a total of 5 successes, but the weapon itself deals an extra wound, which means it counts as getting 2 successes. So that, I believe, means that we just pushed him into the stunned. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I did that right. We're then going to use our 2 here to do a plasma assault rifle attack, and we're going to attack that T-72 that has eyes on Alex right now. Rolling 3 dice, just need 2 successes. Yeah, that's enough. That will take him out. I think for our final action, we're going to use our 1 here to use our sniper rifle again, and we're going to attack the yellow T-800 straight in front of us, just 9 spaces away, but we can do that. It's a sniper rifle. We're rolling 4 dice, need 3 successes. That's more than enough. He would take a step forward and is killed, so he is gone. We'll now move to spawning. Let's see, what do we get? We get a 1, 1, and a 6, so the 1 doesn't do anything. We just spawned 1 enemy. Well, this still isn't great. What we spawned is one of these T-72s. He's going to be able to attack our Guardian twice, who, by the way, only has 1 health. Then this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he has range of Alex. Because the T-72 doesn't have to move, he's going to attack our Guardian 2 times. 1, missed. Okay, come on. Missed the second one. Missed the second one. Yes! Okay, missed both times. Then we've got our T-800. Okay, our T-800 is going to attack Alex. Alex has 1 wound, and that's going to be his second wound. Finally, our T-1000 is simply going to stand back up. Oh, and he had the knockback, so he's 1 space farther back. I'll show you that in a second. He is 1 farther step away, though. That's good. And we're going to roll a D6, and he fully heals. Oh, are you serious? So he's going to go all the way to 0. We'll finish off with Alex. Let's give our dice a roll, and we got a 6, a 1, 2, and a 3. First thing we're going to do is we're going to use our 2 die here to move 2 spaces. We're going to go 1, 2. We're then going to use our flare. We're going to place our 6 that we rolled here, assign to a die of any value, and discard this card to move one character from the same or adjacent zone to a hex adjacent to you. If you assign a 6, move any number of characters this way. Well, it was super nice I rolled a 6 because I'm going to go ahead and get our Guardian way over here. We're going to get John way over here. And let's go ahead and get Kyle back over here behind us. Oh, that means oh, we can do him too. It says characters. So we're going to move our, you know what? Let's do this. Alex to here, and our person that we're trying to rescue, that girl, will go right over here. What's nice about that is since we don't need to be in this area anymore, we finally got everyone out of here. We're going to have to use a 1 die here to rest for ourselves. So we're going to rest, removing one of the wounds that we have. And then for our 3, as much as I want to move that prisoner, I think I'm going to use that to attack and try and take out this T-800. So we'll roll 3 dice using our plasma rifle. We need 3 successes, and we got it. Awesome. But unfortunately, we did roll this skull symbol. That means the T-800 would still take that step forward and would do 1 wound to Kyle, who would be adjacent to him. So Kyle takes his first wound. Let's then go ahead and roll for spawning. And we rolled a 5, 3, and a 2, so we're going to spawn in 2 locations, not for the 3. We spawned a drone and a T-800. So the drone's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 within range 2 of Alex. And 1, 2, 3, 4, he's going to have a range of Kyle. Kyle at least is on some cover, so if he gets damaged, which he would normally, he does not. He just removes that cover, thank goodness. And then the drone will go ahead and attack Alex. That's only 2 dice. Looking for misses here, looking for misses. Perfect, total miss. The T-1000 isn't going to be left behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's trying to move as close as he can. He has a range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually he can hit either one. I'm going to have him go for Alex because Alex has only 1 wound. He's only rolling 2 dice. Let's see. Total miss. Yes. Okay, I have to say so far, the clutch is that flare. Look at that. If we had not had that flare, we would have both John and the Guardian over here. This guy would have gotten adjacent to him. That would have knocked the Guardian down. So, yeah. Wow. That was good. For this round, I'm going to have our Guardian go ahead and help John get up. He's got a special ability that as long as he can use a 5 or a 6, he can remove 2 wounds from John for doing that. And then I think we're essentially going to start trying to run away from this T-1000 while still trying to shoot him. We've got to keep attacking him, slow him down. If I can stun him, that would be the best.